Hi everybody, this is my everyday makeup routine, so we're just gonna jump straight into it. I first like to wipe my hands off with baby wipes. If I could just get the package open because I was struggling a little bit, but here we go. So, once I wipe my hands off with baby wipes, the next step is applying alcohol to my hands, which is just an extra precaution that I take because I don't like to touch my face with dirty hands. I love the smell of alcohol, you guys. I'm sorry, I'm weird. Okay, the next step is applying witch hazel to my face, and I'm wetting the cotton ball and just applying the witch hazel all over. And then the next step is taking dry cotton balls and just wiping the excess witch hazel off. And you know, I washed my face earlier, and I'm actually kind of happy because that witch hazel wipe could be really humbling. It can make you feel like you ain't clean your face properly, but mine was clean, so I'm happy. After all that, I'm going to apply rosehip oil to my face for moisture, and I realize throughout this I do a lot of stuff in threes because 3 is pretty much my favorite number. So I'm rubbing the rosehip oil all into my skin, and that's just going to give me the extra added moisture. The next step is putting primer on my face just for a good base for the makeup so it doesn't slip and slide, and you know what the hell is going on with my skin, child. Lord have mercy. We're going to just keep it going, keep pushing. So I'm going to put Maybelline Fit Me on my face next, and I spray my beauty blender with setting spray just to wet it, and then I blend all of the foundation into my skin. So we're just blending. Do not forget to blend. That's the biggest thing I really want to say. Make sure you blend, child, because a lot of people don't blend, and I just build up coverage by adding extra foundation. But blend, Lord of mercy. Whew, I'm cute. Yes, ma'am. But I got makeup on my braids, so I'm gonna have to wipe that off later, but whatever. Anyway, next thing I'm gonna do is pro conceal under my eyes. I'm not sure what color that's in, but I'm gonna link it underneath, so don't worry about it. We're putting it under our eyes, around our mouth, on our nose. I just sneezed, I'm sorry, on my forehead. Also, bless you, girl. I forgot to tell myself bless you. Anyway, I let my concealer dry up a little bit just to not be so wet when it spreads around. And then I'm blending it out with the beauty blender. Now blend, but basically don't blend out the inner parts of it. Try to kind of blend out the outer parts of where you place the concealer, which is hard to really explain, but you don't want to thin it out too much because you're trying to still get that coverage. So I try to blend around the outer parts of the concealer opposed to just taking my beauty blender and going all over it and just blending everything out, because then there's no point. So I'm blending out the under eyes right now. Watch as I'm kind of going around the outer and I'm leaving the inner parts still kind of thicker. But I'm using my discretion to basically just blend it out. So now the next step is applying air spun everywhere I placed concealer. So I like to add a little bit extra under my eyes and around my nose, like the corners of my nose, because I get very oily there, and I also get oily on my nose and on my forehead. So basically just apply a little bit extra wherever you're trying to soak up oil, because I very much get oily in those areas. That's why I'm lifting my nose right in those corners, because them be some Crisco grease dripping. Oh, they be dripping, Lord of mercy. But I apply extra wherever I choose, so it's just everywhere I put concealer. I'm so damn pretty. Anyway, I'm just keep on I'm sorry. I'm just keep putting a little bit extra. The next thing I'm going to do is add banana powder in Black Radiance. I'm going to link exactly what that is, but it's banana powder. And I'm only putting that under my eyes, and I'm going to put it on my chin area because that's where I want to give myself just a little bit highlight, if anything, or just a little bit extra soaking up my oils. So it's going to be going under my eyes, and it's going to go damn, I'm waiting for myself to actually do it on my chin. There we go. Okay, so now I'm placing it on my chin, and those are the only places that I'm placing the banana powder from Black Radiance. So my next step now, I'm going to go into my brush kit that I got because my brushes right now that I usually use are not clean, and I don't want to use no dirty ass brushes, so I have to wash those soon. This is loose setting powder from Black Radiance as well. This is in Honeymoon, so I'm putting this everywhere that I did not place the banana powder, and I got powder all over my lashes. And I know you guys want me to link these lashes, but this is going to be from my up and coming lash line, so I haven't dropped it yet, but just look out and wait for it. We're dropping our lash line soon. So like I said, I'm just placing all of this Honeymoon powder all over my face where I didn't put any of the banana powder, and I'm just dusting all of that off. Now I'm taking this slightly angled brush, and usually I use the light to medium, no, it's medium to dark brush contour kit, but this is the dark, whatever the hell it's called. I'm just gonna link it, but I'm putting this dark to deep contour all over the outer parts of my face, and I like to contour basically in the shape of a 3 on both sides of my face. There goes the number 3 again. Told you that's my favorite number. So I just contour around my face, and then I contour around my nose, down the sides and all that. And then I am basically just touching it up a little bit, adding a little bit around my chin in the shape of a C upside down. Oh, I had to sneeze again. Lord of mercy. I'm sorry. Okay, back into it. So I'm drinking a little bit Ensure, by the way, if everybody wants to know why I keep sipping. I'm kind of addicted to Ensure right now because literally someone put me on. So I'm dusting away the banana powder from under my eyes with Honeymoon powder, and we're just dusting until it is, damn, my mama get on my nerves, I swear.
Alright, pick the dust up off your clothes.
See me record it.
I ain't know you would.
So where were we? I'm just dusting away all of the banana powder and hair spun with Honeymoon powder. And then I had to dab in the corners of my eyes a little bit, but we're dusting away. For right now, the next step is our eyebrows. So I like to brush out my eyebrows first. And there goes the Ensure again. I love Ensure, I swear. I'm drawing a line underneath my eyebrow first, and then I'm repeating that step with the other eyebrow. The next step is drawing a line on top of my eyebrow, and then we're repeating that step with the other eyebrow. Now, I usually am not this back, forth, but for the sake of filming, that's what I'm doing. So then I'm brushing it out a little bit, blending, just brush and blend. And the movement I'm using is basically kind of brush forward, brush up, but then I'm filling in it a little bit more. And I like my eyebrows to be thick, and what is it called? I had my eyebrows arched a little while ago, so they're kind of thin. So they're not really matching the shape of my eyebrows that I usually draw, but I'm filling it right now. So we're filling, and we're just making sure we get it dark enough, and then brush up, and then brush out, brush up, brush out. That's kind of the movement that I'm going for. And I always touch up. So basically doing my eyebrows takes me a while because I'm very detailed about how I like the shape to look. So the next step is taking the lightest color, and I'm going underneath my eyebrow with it, and I'm just filling an arch that I want my eyebrow to have. And I'm very particular about that, so I'd go over it a few times. So now I'm just about to repeat that step with the other eyebrow, and to remind you guys, I'm taking the lightest shade and filling an arch under the eyebrow, and I'm just going over it so I can get the arch exactly how I want it. And I'm just blending it down after I make the line. So right now I was actually looking for my bigger brush I like to blend out with, but I didn't feel like getting up, so I was using the little one. But in a second I'm about to go ahead and get the brush that I actually like to use, so just watch me blending with the small one for now before I go ahead and get the brush that I actually like. Okay, I like this bigger kind of fluffy brush to blend underneath my eyebrows with, and then I also blend above my eyebrows, but I haven't gotten to that step yet. So I'm just blending out, and I also use my finger sometimes to blend out too. Don't be afraid to use your finger to blend out. Basically, you're just trying to get the blend perfect. So You could use your finger, your beauty blender, you could use your fluffy brush, but I'm gonna use all three. I'm a step. And a lot of times I do mess up my eyebrows, so I will have to go back with the pencil and fill it back in, or I'll have to touch up the concealer. It's okay, just as long as your finished product. It doesn't matter where you start, it matters where you finish. So now I'm taking the color that's closer to my skin complexion, and I'm going over the top of my eyebrow, and I'm blending it all the way down to the bottom, and I'm blending it out. And then I'm also taking just a little bit around the edge and blending it down. So that's what we like to do. And we're just gonna fluff it out, blend it, and you see it's starting to come together. And I also use my finger, so kind of whatever motion is what I feel comfortable with. I use the brush, I use my finger, just whatever I feel like I need to do. So I'm gonna keep blending out, and that eyebrow is pretty much blended all the way out. So in a second we're gonna go over to the next eyebrow. So now we're gonna repeat that process. The color that is closest to my skin complexion, I'm going over the top of my eyebrow with it, and I'm just going to proceed with blending. So now I'm just about to touch up my contour because I use all of that cream concealer to blend out my eyebrows. So I'm just touching on my contour wherever I feel like I might need it. And I'm just going to blend all of that out. No sharp lines, just nice contour. And I'm going ahead and I'm adding some blush. Now usually I go heavy on the blush because I love to look rosy AF. But I'm just go ahead and doing light touches today. I put a little bit on my cheeks, a little bit on my nose around where I contoured. And then now I'm adding highlight. I love to go heavy-handed on the highlight, but today it's not as much as I usually do, which is funny. So I'm putting highlight on my cheeks, my tip of my nose, the upper part of my nose, leaving a little gap between, and putting it on my chin. And I just keep going over. And I'm taking a small brush, and I'm going to go around the arch of my eyebrow to highlight that as well, and then blend it down into my cheek highlight. And I'm just doing that on under the first eye, and blending with my finger a little bit too, just having an even blend. And I'm repeating that step with the next eye as well. So I'm just highlighting under the arch of my eyebrow and blending it into my cheek highlight. Then I'm just going to touch up wherever I feel like I need a little bit extra highlight, and I'm putting it in my Cupid's bow as well. And now we're putting setting spray on. Now I'm not really particular about setting spray, but I'm going to link this anyway because yeah, you guys might want to use it. It's from the beauty supply. I'm now putting clear mascara over my eyebrows, which is just what I like to do, let them stand up a little bit just so my hairs don't brush down and then my eyebrows look crazy during the day. I line my lips with a brown lip liner all over, and then I put clear gloss on. I also have a glittery gloss that I like to do, but I just went ahead and put the regular clear gloss on. And this is the finished look, you guys. So this is my everyday makeup routine, and it's been fun. Bye.